Makeba, the name my parents gave me. Well, it's actually pronounced Makeba, but my parents are Jamaican, so they say Makeba. See, I was named after Miriam Makeba, aka Mama Africa, a powerhouse South African woman who used her voice to uplift her people and impact the world. But as powerful as this name is, I lived half of my life hating it, being teased. What is that, a dog name? Ew, are you African? I didn't even want my mom to call me in public. It's funny how you can have something so powerful and not even know it because you're being diminished by the ignorance of your surroundings. But for the record, I own that shit now, honey.
Being black is a responsibility.
No white God.
Being black in Canada. Growing up in white spaces as a non-white person is the perfect recipe for self-hate. You're told to call this place home while being forced to neglect your innate desire for belonging. So you build tough skin so you can cope with the ever so polite masked racism and microaggressions of day-to-day interactions, so that you can then swallow the European standards of beauty shoved down your throat, reminding you every day that you are not the standard of beauty and you are far from anything excellent. Frustration builds. Your blood boils. But you can't risk being the angry black woman again and again. So, in order to survive here, you must learn how to master the art of code switching. This survival skill often has you questioning your existence because you always have to be mindful of how you will make white people feel. And your job is to make them feel comfortable around you. Okay? Rule number 1, be non-threatening at all costs. So, you learn how to speak correctly, act accordingly, and walk politely in the presence of your enemies and in the presence of your so-called friends. But what happens when you hit that tipping point? When you feel like you're getting it from every single angle. When situations become too much to keep that composure. When the racist slurs from your coworkers can't be ignored and you can't take one more disrespectful hand aggressively touching your hair. Oh, hell no. I just said, okay, no. Honestly, it's time to go. Get me out of here. Nigeria, the powerhouse of West Africa, aka the closest thing we have to Wakanda right now. Here, you don't have to think about being black. As black North Americans, we've been taught to think that we are not African. And this, my friends, couldn't be any further from the truth. As a matter of fact, most of what we learn about Africa isn't the full truth. All we see depicted are children in poverty, flies covering them, this idea of quote unquote backwards thinking, primal, all these negative stereotypes associated with Africa and the lack of progression. Now, as much as yes, poverty is an issue in Africa, there is a lack of infrastructure in certain places within Africa. There is also a whole nother side to that truth, okay? Africa has exposed me to a whole nother level of wealth and black excellence like I have never seen before. Mansa Musa is no fairy tale, and his limitless mindset can be seen and felt in the hustlers of modern day Africa. There's nothing they can't do.